Let's stay with the SAC and talk about Homestead at Snider. Obviously, Homestead coming up that loss to Bishop Dwenger. Snider has just rolled over teams so far this season. What do you see as being the biggest keys in this game? Because obviously, you know, Homestead needs to slow that Snider offense down to have a shot.
Here's my fearless prediction. Wayne cannot slow down Snider's offense. You're going to have to score points if you're going to beat Snider. I think that goes for everybody in this conference. If you are going to beat Snider, maybe with the exception of Dwenger, I think Dwenger has the horses to slow that offense down. Everybody else, you best score 35 to 40 if you're going to have a shot to hang. So that's what I need to see out of Homestead. They struggled against the Dwenger offense. You're going to see a lot of the same thing, or excuse me, the Dwenger defense, a lot of the same thing with the Snider defense, suffocating defense. They're going to have to find some ways to go vertical with Jaya Wright or open some holes for Jordan Presley to have a shot.
So your big thing about beating Snider this year is to outscore them, not try to slow them down. You just try to outscore them.
The only team that had a shot, other than Dwenger, beat them last year, 20-17, I think it was the final. The only other team that was able to compete with Snider was New Pal, and that was 64-61. So you wanted, there's only a few teams that can slow that offense down. So if you want to have a shot, if your defense can't slow them down, you best score points. I don't know if anybody else in this conference can do that.
When you take a look at Snider's offense right now, they're averaging 350 yards rushing a game. They're averaging 7 yards a carry, no matter who touches the football. That's pretty darn good. I mean, how do you try to slow that down? Because Homestead's defense, they got players. They got Moses Gerardo at the linebacker slot. Matt Anderson's a really good player.
Yeah, Tico Brown's up front.
Yeah, Tico Brown, I think, is an underrated player up on
Hunter
the
Terrell.
front line.
I mean, yeah, you can name
They've
some
got
guys.
players.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe they learned something from last week, because I think you're going to see a similar, Snider's more dynamic, athletic. They go for the big play. But the push up front is going to be similar to what you faced against Bishop Dwenger. So maybe it helps to face those teams back-to-back, because you're like, all right, we saw it with Dwenger. Now we're going to see the same thing with Snider. Maybe they're ready to play. But, it's easier said than done. Okay, we're going to focus on limiting that run. But, they go inside, they go outside, they get guys in space. And it's tough to catch them. Once they get past you, it's tough to catch them. So variety of ways that Snider can attack you, whereas Dwenger is like, you know what we're going to do, you need to stop it, and most teams can't.